No, it's not a railway station. The story of the horse. Blinkers. Even a model of the Caboolture coach, I suppose, yeah, Caboolture coach, and a Royal Mail. So this is a new area. It's a little house here. One room was kitchen, I suppose, which would have been built not next to the house with a fire, but just down a little way through a path. So I've just come out of the story of the horse, and the bedrooms there, into McConaughey house. Up the 3 steps. Dining room with a piano. You can imagine years ago people, somebody might be playing the piano while other people eat. And a nice bedroom. Sewing machine. Oh, it's a big wardrobe. That might be a bit more modern, that one. And a place to wash your hands and face and so forth. There's a train, a goods train heading towards the city, heading south, and just opposite the little kitchen room is this bedroom, a typical bedroom at the time. Mosquito net. Wardrobe and dressing table, and this looks like a child's room or another person's room, but they've made it into a child's room by the look of it. There I am there. This is the main, this is the front entrance, of course.
This home conversion became the Riverview Private Hospital.
Looking south through the hallway.
And David. The building consisted of 4 bedrooms designated.
I think I'll head back to the front and have lunch, or something for lunch. This is the hospital. This would be similar to how it's always been. There's lunch for the nurses, I suppose. Yeah, lunch and dinner, breakfast for the nurses and doctors. All sorts of dentistry, machinery. And the nurse to look after the babies that have just been born, no doubt. And the patients in the room. That triangle thing over the bed is still used today, that sort of thing, so the patient can lift up with it, using it, walking along northwards. Another room, patient's room. And this is the ladies' ward. Like the knocker.
Good day to you. May I introduce myself? I'm Dr. Andrew Crawford, and I established Caboolture's first medical practice in 1920. I asked Mrs. Minnie Dillett, the only trained obstetrical nurse in town, to set up a small private hospital.
Council chamber buildings and a tea room. The tea room seems to be closed, but I suppose they don't need it now because the little cafe inside the main entrance building. And the hotel. The last time Debbie and I were here, we bought something for lunch, came out there and we sat, I think, on that stool there at the table. It's closed, it's only open on weekdays. This might be the last of what I'll record. There's the petrol pumps there, the old petrol pumps, and the Shell Motor Spirit garage, RACQ, and around here is a little car similar to the one I owned. Mine was cream, the Renault 4CV 750 I called it. This is a little bit more flash. Yeah, with the trafficators, which were lights. Mine came out from the near the hinge of the doors, and you notice the front door hinges out the other way. The rear door swings the normal way we have them now. This is the Caboolture railway station. Well, certainly is the train station, railway station for the train at the Caboolture Historical Society. Here comes the train now. It's nicely done. It wasn't like that the last time we were here, I'm sure. There it comes. Booking hall. Now the other side, looking over further north, the bakery, and I'll be going up there later. Now in the transport shed, which is the most northern shed, and very low on battery. I don't know how much more I'll be able to record. I haven't got a spare battery. I think this is a new area, newly done up. Just all sorts of engine things and different colours. Quite interesting to see things working. And nothing there at the moment. Next demo at 9:30. A little bit of humour in the place. That's the main entrance there, building. And before the battery goes flat, I'll just record this little piece here for my darling. I think this was been done up since we were here last, just next to the open air chapel. Which is just over there with the chairs. Little paths. Tea tree glade. Nice orchids there. not quite noon yet. And the pond, I think that was there before, but now they've got a couple of nice chairs, and there's another area I suppose they can have for a wedding. Light red coloured azaleas. And it looks like there has been a service of some sort. Quite a few people over there coming out of the church. So, oh yes, it is a wedding. I'm in the Salvation Army Citadel. It's about the last building before the entrance, the main entrance building. Salvation Army Citadel Church building, and that's a new idea they've got over there, I think, for the weddings. There's barbecue areas, cooking, and next to it is a wash house. There's the wedding group. I'll go down there now at the council chambers and the tea room. Council chambers building. This no doubt is where meetings were held. Council meetings. (1879 to 1979). The Chook Museum. It's quite interesting, there's lots of things in here about chooks and birds. So much to read. There's a nice, clever assembly of painting. Dick Bean, Australian Pigeon Unit, Second World War. They use pigeons for messages, I should imagine. I should think that was what that was about. And an egg sorting and washing machine. There's another one there that's quite interesting. I don't know whether that was there last time, darling, when we were here. That big one. You might be able to remember. Another one there. Like at a show where the people showed their poultry. Another one of native birds, I suppose. What's out here? Feather Clubs Association of Queensland. Incubator. A multiple incubator. Gold Up House. It's nicely kept. Number 55. Please enter. Air conditioned. Push. Sewing machines. A weird looking sewing machine, very old. And of course the usual treadle machines.